guys, Mrs. Harbison here, and I had a request to go over Cornell notes with you, so that's what we are actually going to do today. This is your Cornell note template. This is the version that's available in a Word document. We also have them in PDFs if you prefer to work with that. Remember, you have the option of typing them, but you can also print them out and write on them and then scan them as well. So you're going to start with just filling in the information. So your name. Going to put my name there first, and then our class period, let's say English 11. Oops. Let's spell it correctly. And then, of course, you're going to put the date. Now, instead of putting date for us, because we're encompassing a large portion of time, let's just put the unit. So let's say these were notes over Unit 2, for example. And so here you're going to list all of the topics and the objectives pertinent to Unit 2. So that might be ape arc. Oops. It might be theme. It might be characterization. So whatever concepts you end up recording in those notes from that unit, that's what you'd put there. Essential questions. These are going to be just what they sound like. Every live lesson we go over some essential questions. You're welcome to write your own as well that pertain to information in Connexus. So one essential question, for example, might be, how do I use ApeArc to answer questions about literature? And sorry, the typing on this screen recording is really slow. It'll get there. Oh, okay, fixed it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for your essential questions. Okay, then you're going to move down. We're not going to worry about this question section yet. We're going to just fill in notes. So as you're reading, whoa, goodness. Hold on. Let's see. There we go, notes. All right, so as you're going through your notes in Connexus or during our live lesson, remember you're allowed to take notes on anything in that whole unit, then you're going to just record them here. And guys, these can be in any form that you want them to be. Okay, it really is up to whatever works for you. So let's say we're taking notes on ApeArc. All right, so I've put those there. And then let's say after that we have done notes on theme, and just ignore my bad typos. Sorry, it's really weird whenever it has a lag. Okay, so theme, and then we would put, let's see, topic, human experience, and then we're going to examine the author's message and explain. I think that's what we went over when we were talking about theme. Okay, so, oops, typo again. Ignore that typo. Anyway, so then you have a couple of different sections, you know, and I might have another section on characterization, and I might have lots of notes over that. So for example, I might have characterization, and then I'm going to have the different types, man. And let's just say, for our purposes, we'll just say type 1, type, oops. Oh no, that's not supposed to be over there. Okay, so I've got characterization in all of the different types with lots of typos. So anyway, you just kind of take your notes as you go through your unit. Now, after you've taken your notes, you're going to take a minute. Let's say I did my lesson for today and I took my notes. Later that day, you want to go back to it and reread it, and you're going to chunk it. And you're going to chunk it by drawing lines. Okay, well, obviously this ape art goes together. And so we would draw a line for the ape arc, kind of chunking it. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Let's put a chunk all the way across there. All right, so we've got a chunk. And then we would put a chunk where theme is also. And then, of course, we chunk out characterization. And it just depends on what goes together. Okay, after we've done that, we're going to come over here to questions, and we're going to think, okay, well, if I'd stop messing up the format, we're going to think, all right, if this were to be in or on a test, whoops, what would that look like? Okay, so that's what we're going to write here. So we might do, and you write a question based on that. So we might say, if this were going to be a test, we might make up a question that goes with it. So this might be, whoops, and you just make these up. What does ape arc stand for? Okay, and so that would be the question that you put there. And again, you're just making these up. They come out of your own head. Sorry, this Microsoft Word one's just a little bit tricky to use. Okay, and then I might put another question that said, explain theme and give examples. Okay, so again, you're kind of trying to anticipate what might occur on a test over that information in your notes. All right, that's your goal in this question section. Okay, so you would do the same all the way down. So that's what you do there. Then you're going to go down here in the summary section, and you're just going to write a summary of, okay, here's what this all was about. And again, you want to do that at a separate time. The idea is that you're getting lots of repetition with the information, so you don't want to just sit down and do it all at once. That defeats the purpose. You want to let time rest between coming back and doing these pieces so that your brain gets to see it again. Okay, so here you would just write a summary. This unit focused on, and then you kind of go from there, and there are going to be typos in that. Goodness. Okay, and so in your own words, you write out your summary. And that's essentially it for completing your Cornell notes, okay? You might highlight, you might make annotations, it's completely up to you. But the point is then you could print this off and you could fold it so that all you could see was the question line, and that's your study guide. So you can quiz yourself. Okay, what does ape arc stand for? Well, you cover up the other side so you can't see it or fold it back, and then you have to verbally kind of give yourself an answer, and then you can flip it over and check yourself. So it makes a really nifty kind of study tool. So sorry for the typo, guys, and the formatting craziness writing on this, but this is what your Cornell notes should look like. And then whenever you're done, you're going to upload those to your Google site. And then whenever you submit your test, you will send me the link to these in your Google site, and I will give you 5 bonus points for them. So that is taking Cornell notes in a really rough manner really quickly. Let me know if you have any